If you look through anything in my creative catalog, I'm sure you've noticed a number of nerdy-inspired designs, particularly around Dungeons and Dragons. I've always been a huge fantasy geek and was a theater kid, so I got into D&D in 2017 through my theater and improv friends, and it became a very big part of my life. Not only as a fun pastime and a way to spend time with my friends, but I think D&D is a really great, safe way to explore aspects of yourself. I also started playing at a time that I was in a rather creative rut, and I found it to be such a huge inspiration for me creatively from an artistic and creative writing perspective. It also became something for my brother, who's also creative, and I to bond over. But one of the things that always kind of bothered me at the time was there wasn't a lot of D&D art or designs that were either subtle or colorful or appealed to my aesthetic. And I'd been hearing similar things from my friends. I also think there's something to be said that as a person who identifies as female, finding a space in certain fan spaces or needing to defend my interests to seem like a legitimate fan of something has always been a bit of an issue. I know this isn't a universal issue, but feeling like you don't belong or are unwelcome in a fandom or community is unfortunately something a lot of people have to deal with at one point or another. Whether it's board games and RPGs, certain movies or shows, anime and manga, video games, and so forth, sometimes it can be hard to find a space within an interest group where you feel like you belong or are represented. And when I first started playing D&D and found those gaps, I wanted to fill them and make the fun, nerdy designs that I wanted to see. And even though a bunch of them are a number of years old, the D&D designs I've made that are either on my main shops or the commissions I've done are some of my favorite designs, and I think they always will be. And while there are so many options now and tons of options for people to show off their nerdy interests in any way you can imagine, I think when you create things that are close to your heart, you're going to enjoy them way more. I think this is also a very long-winded way of saying that I want to make more fantasy or nerdy fandom-like designs again, but now I'm in a position of not only wanting to create for myself, but also creating for other people. So if there's something you'd like to see me create, let me know in the comments, because I'm always looking for new inspiration.